I completely thought of an excerpt from my song yesterday as I started taking calls on Valentine's Day. So um, the theme of a lot of the calls went a little something like this. Slowly, you eroded me and you molded me to take control of me. Oh, my friends and family, isolated. You're so devious. That's how you made it. Why do I say the theme yesterday was that? I had a lot of women calling me, telling me how they had men that said they don't really do a lot of celebrating on Valentine's Day. Now, I think that's interesting to say the least because it's not that I think a lot should be done on Valentine's. I think it's extremely commercialized. I think it became too commercialized because, frankly, you got a lot of people still expecting these huge gifts on Valentine's. And let's keep it real. The economy is a little bit shaky right now. So some of these men just don't have money like that, ladies. You got to be realistic on some stuff. Now, your birthday, your anniversary, Christmas, I feel you. If you're a little bit pissed off if he don't do something. Valentine's, if he bring you a rose, shut up and be happy. Don't be no Tinkerbell. Don't be no Tinkerbell and start crying and start plotting and being vindictive and shit if you ain't get your shit. Okay? So anyway, I talked to my oldest yesterday, and it's strange because he reminded me so much of myself during that conversation. He talked about how tired he was. So he had been there for a lot of friends and talking to them about some things. And he finally, I said, look, just shut down. It's okay for you to shut down. Set some boundaries. You remember he has that Mercury in Virgo, just like my 13-year-old has a Mercury in Pisces. Mercury being the way you think. The way he thinks is like a Virgo, so he's a giver. Set your boundaries, boy, because you're going to burn the hell out, and some of them same people that you burning out for will not be there for you. You take the couple that know that you know will be there. You deal with them. The other ones, they going to have to move around and wait till you have some extra energy to deal with them. So as I was speaking with him, he started talking about his relationship. He said, I need some nurturing, and it's funny because it's a situation like what I'm saying. Somebody with too many friends, and it ain't him. You start messing up your triangular connection, okay? Because you're not having to deal with the realities of your relationship and your situation when you got too many people to talk to. Now, I mentioned the term triangular connection. This is what I mean. Triangular connection. Person A, person B, connection to God or the higher power, whatever you choose to call a higher power. Now, your line is solid between those two people, okay? But when you start adding too many people in between that, guess what starts happening? Chop, chop, chop. You've now made it a dotted line. It's not connected anymore. So it becomes more like the game telephone by you having arguments. By the time you go talk to person B, you talk to three people in between where, hell, you probably forgot your contribution to the damn argument to begin with because probably your friend's taking your side. So naturally they're going to be like, girl, yeah, oh man, yeah, she tripping or he tripping. But really, you need to go straight to the source, that solid line. So that's one thing that I kind of was talking to him about, and I'm happy to hear his confidence has come back. When I say his confidence has come back, sometimes when you're with another attractive person, you forget that you're attractive and you start getting a little insecure. And a couple of times I had talked to him, I was worried about it, but yesterday he was like, I know I'm attractive enough to, get somebody attractive, but I don't want just no bimbo, no airhead. I was so happy to hear that. Y'all don't understand. My worst nightmare is my son bringing home a cute bimbo. I can't stand no girl that don't have no brains or some sense to her. But I was so glad to hear him say that, so I was relieved to hear that. Now, my 13-year-old finally learned to set a boundary. He and that Aquarius get to bickering. That's some funny stuff. I hear them going back and forth about stuff. And finally, I guess the Aquarius wanted to go to the gym. My son took him to the gym. My son didn't want to work out in the gym. So the Aquarius said, well, you can leave. I think my son finally was like, you know what? I sure am. And he left. Next thing I know, Aquarius getting his stuff, he left. But Point is, they'll get over it. Boys bicker, but I was just glad to see my son set that boundary with them, because at the end of the day, you get a little bit tired of, um, seeing your child get run over by people that kind of don't respect his boundaries. So anyway, hopefully, a lot of you guys are able to get past some of your problems from Valentine's. A lot of you just got reality checks. That person just doesn't care as much as you. I mean, I hate to say it so bluntly, but sometimes you got to look at stuff for exactly what it is. If you've been giving and not getting back, you'll see a lot of reassessments in that arena. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Take care.